Hi, Linda Bound here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is August 30th, 2022, and only one more day after today to get our hands on the celebration sale. And one of those items on the promotion is the Stylish Sketches, and these are very detailed stamps, and of course need some color, but there are no dies for it. And I know some of you hesitate not to get stamp sets that don't have dies, but I've got some fun ways to show you how to use these stamps without cutting them out. And since today is Tuesday, it is Fancy Fold time, and we are going to do a card that is an angled tri-fold card. Now this card, normally people use designer series paper on it. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So let's go ahead and score it. This measures 5.5 by 11. And we are going to score at the 3 3/8 on both sides. Now it's 3 3/8 or 7 5/8, whichever you want to do. But I'm just going to do the 3 3/8 on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my bone folder, make sure I have nice, crisp score lines. Now this card is not, because it was 11.5, it's not your normal fold of a card. And what we are going to do is we are going to put the score line in our trimmer, and we are going to put it on the edge. Now if you're using the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, the little line right here on the side where the darker color, that is 1.5 inches. So we want the score line here and then the point of our card at the 1.5 inches. If you do not have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, you can just pull it down onto your measurements of 1.5 inches. So we've cut that. And then we're going to cut it this way, and we want to go from the point to 1 inch. So we've got the point in our cutter and this point down here at the bottom at the inch, and we are going to cut that. So you have 2 triangles that you can use for another project. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to flip the card over, put it in our channel, and on the side where the dark gray is, and we are going to cut there, line it up in our channel, move it over to the 1 inch, and cut again. Like I said, I have seen this done with designer series paper. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get the designer series paper cut just right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my Leaf Fall folder. This was new in the new mini, and it is a 3D folder. And I am just going to take, let's see how I want to do this. I think it'll go through this way. Yes. I'm going to take and put that fold right on the edge of my card. The folder on the right up to the fold. I'm going to run that through my machine. And then we're going to have to do it the other way. So we're going to pull that out. So I have got my embossing, hard to see, but I'm going to give you a little trick on what to do with that. So we're going to put this back in, put our folder back on our cardstock right at the fold, lay that down and run it through. I love that the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss has numbered our plates so that we know what we're supposed to use with what die or folder. So we've got that, but like I said, it's kind of soft looking with those leaves. So what we're going to do is bring in a scrap piece of paper, bring in my blending brush. Blending brushes have become my new favorite thing. Just love them. Going to take that with the Cajun Craze. Now this is the same color as the folder, but we're just going to run over those embossed leaves, and it's just going to make them stand out a little more with the color. Does not have to be all of them, but it's going to make your embossing stand out a little bit stronger. We could have used a darker color, but I want it still to be soft. So we've got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of the Designer Series paper. I believe it's from the Hello Harvest Hello Designer Series paper, and it has bold images on one side, but it has just the black and white on the other. So I want to soften that look. Again, going to go in with that blending brush. Don't need to completely cover it, but just want to tone down that white. So we've got that. Next, what I have taken is the Stylish Shapes and have punched out or die cut a square. We're going to bring in our Memento ink and the Happy Birthday from the Go-To Greetings. If you have not gotten the Go-To Greetings, you really need to get that stamp set. Just has every size birthday that you need. Small, large, and in between. Same way with just thinking of you and just for you. So we've got the Happy Birthday. Now we're going to bring in that sketched art with the leaves. Again, the Stylish sketches need to be colored in, but no die cut. So this is just an easy way to use that stamp, is to stamp right on a shape like the square. So we're getting our design. So we've got that. We're going to go in and grab our crumb cake markers and our blends, and we're going to color in the little nuts that are on this stamp set. Going to go in with the darker crumb cake and do the stem or the twig, I guess it is, and shade in the nuts. Then we are going to grab a light pumpkin pie blend, and we're going to color those leaves. And again, watercoloring is not my thing, but the blends just really allow me to feel like an artist when I'm really not. So I've used my pumpkin pie, but then I'm going to go in with my light Cajun Craze, and I'm going to add some darker color in there. Now I could blend it out again with the pumpkin pie, or I can just leave it plain. And I think I'm just going to use it plain because, oops, it didn't do that leaf there. Just going to do that all in Cajun Craze. But there we've got that. Again, the white is very harsh. So we're going to go in and grab our blending brush again and just soften that white. Isn't that pretty? So now we're ready to put our card together. I have already taken a piece of basic white, stamped that leaf, sponged around the edge of the white. That's going to be on the inside of our card. Going to put that leaf up towards the top so that we can see it with our angle. Now we're going to bring in that designer series paper and wrap it around our card like so for a closure. Add some adhesive. Like so. And then we're going to add our happy birthday. I'm going to put that on with some dimensionals. Remember, we don't want to put too many dimensionals, so we're just going to put it across the middle. And I'll add to our card. Nice masculine birthday card. Again, angled trifold using the beautiful, stylish sketches that you can get free with a $50 order. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.